Well, how about that? The Pittsburgh Penguins beat the LA Kings 3-2 in overtime here at PPG Paints Arena. Hi, I'm Dan Kingerski on the Pittsburgh Hockey Now YouTube channel. So let's just get this out of the way. For all of the apathy, for all of the hand-wringing over the Penguins' recent wins, you might just have to get used to a few more and learn to accept the Penguins are trying to win this season. They may not be successful, but this team showed a little moxie, and they also showed a few more things they haven't in quite some time, quite frankly, it's been a long time since the Penguins showed that dedication to a defensive structure. Now, for the entire Mike Sullivan makes no changes crowd, evidence Tuesday night in the win. At the beginning of the second period especially, the Penguins began making changes to their attack, their neutral zone attack. They actually pulled back the forecheck. Not entirely. They didn't go into a defensive shell. But what they did was kind of brought the front of the forecheck back to create a second layer and a third layer for the Kings to try to navigate through at center ice. The Kings couldn't do it. The Penguins created turnovers, created puck possession, created energy from a very rigid, patient, disciplined defensive structure. The Pittsburgh Penguins did this. So for all of the hot mess that the team has been, especially earlier in the season, how far they've come from October, when simply tracking back and the sort out was a huge problem, to a win like Tuesday. The Penguins are 7-2-1 in their last 10. They could very easily wake up on Wednesday morning in a playoff spot. Now, I'm recording this obviously right after the game. There's a West Coast game. If Seattle beats Ottawa, well, the Penguins are in a playoff spot, the second wild card. Go figure. You would not have guessed that a month ago, would you? No, I don't think I would have either. But there's been a big sea change with the Penguins. And even without Marcus Pettersson, who is injured, lower body injury, out week to week, the Penguins defensemen played a strong, simple game. I know I keep pausing with these words. I don't know if I believe them as I say them, but they did it. And as we get to, the Penguins. Okay, yep, I am recording. Good. Sorry, I'm actually doing this behind a railing, and I couldn't see. But yes, so full credit where it is due. I also wondered. With many of you were calling for it. I wondered, I think I even wondered aloud, if Mike Sullivan had reached his expiration date with the Penguins. Well, clearly he didn't lose the room, did he? I wondered if the Penguins even had a roster capable of winning. Well, clearly that was wrong. Here's the money quote from Tuesday night.
Tried that have you ever pulled off the between the legs shot that you tried early?
I've tried a lot of times. I haven't scored, not in the NHL. I mean, I think that makes us feel good about our whole team game, and makes everyone feel more confident just to have that feeling that we can play with any team in this league, and no one is going to have an easy game against us. So, I mean, kind of going back to last season where we're going on that hot stretch at the end of the season, and I think it's kind of the same feeling that we had then. I think we're starting to get in this room right now.
Yeah, I think
Rickard Rakell, I'm just going to paraphrase most of it to get to the main line. Rakell said, we're playing well, we're winning games, we have that feeling, referencing the big run last season. We have that same feeling in the room again. So the snowball is rolling downhill and getting larger and larger. We've all been fooled by this team numerous times in the past few years when you think, okay, they've gotten that out of their system. Okay, they've turned the corner, only to submit some of the worst hockey we've ever seen. there's a little something different here. This team is not as talented. This team is not as good as past iterations. And that flies in the face of everything I said a few months ago when I thought they were a better team than last year. Where they've gone, I definitely don't think so. But they're also playing much better hockey. So if you don't want them to win, you might want to turn the channel for the next few weeks, because they're starting to feel it. They're starting to feel pretty good, and they're starting to enjoy the gritty, dirty, disciplined work like the LA Kings, staying structured. The Penguins are starting to get that, make that a habit. So that's the post game. We've got practice on Wednesday. Dave Molinari and I are going to be working on a couple of stories. Then I head, respectfully, to my least favorite city in the NHL. Most of you love it. I understand why. And if you've known me long enough, you know why I don't enjoy going to Nashville. I'm staying at the airport. I'm getting in and out as fast as possible. Getting to Newark for the Penguins-Devils game. Then I think it's Saturday. I don't know days of the week anymore. So that's what we've got coming up on Pittsburgh Hockey Now as we stay on the road. All 82 is the goal. We're running just ahead of the budget. I mean, it's almost like 2012 or 2021, the Rock movie, The Apocalypse, when they're running and the earth behind them is caving in. I kind of feel like that with the budget, because of the way the NHL set up the travel this year. It's crazy. It's insane. We're doing our best, and so far we're on pace to stay on the road and do all 82. That's because of you and your support of YouTube channel, of PittsburghHockeyNow.com, of PHN Plus for the exclusive content, the ad-free experience. Thank you all. Hey, join, subscribe. Make sure to like and subscribe this video, but also go to PHN Plus and use code DAN10. All kind of one smushed in word, and you'll save $10 off PHN Plus. So now that my sales pitch is over, yeah, you have to feel good about the Penguins. I'm sorry. From PPG Paints Arena, I'm Dan Kingerski on the Pittsburgh Hockey Now YouTube channel.